Hey guys, I'm Mark Peterson and welcome back to Ecom Blueprint. Now in this video I'm going to teach you how to create really awesome content to be able to market with completely for free. That's right, there's no need to hire any graphics designers or anything like that because I understand, alright? I understand that you might be in a position right now where you're just starting out and you have barely enough money to kind of put towards ads, let alone pay a graphics designer, alright? And sometimes the amount of time it actually takes, you might be thinking you're saving time to find a graphics designer to find what you're looking for, but then you go on Upwork, you find one, or you might hire someone, they might do some things up for you, but you might not be happy with them. But you still end up paying for them and running them, and you just don't get the results that you want. All right. So I'm going to teach you I'm going to give you, some tools that are going to make it a lot easier for you, that will take a lot less time, and that will cost you absolutely nothing. That's right, you can do some awesome creative for your ads completely for free. Alright, so on my screen here guys, you can see Canva. Now, you would have remembered if you watched that first video that I used Canva to quickly, in a matter of minutes, create a logo. Now, I know it wasn't a really good looking logo, but I just wanted to get the point across in that lesson, the importance of having a logo for your business and, when it comes to branding and stuff. But Canva can be used for so much more than that. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's just www.canva.com. You can make an account. It's completely free, and you can create all your advertisements just on here. You don't need to hire a fancy graphics designer or anything like that. You can do it yourself in a matter of minutes, and then 5 minutes later launch an ad. All right, it might take you a bit longer at the beginning when you're learning all this, but once you get good at it, you get really quick at this, and you don't need to go around and hire other people and stuff. It just takes a bit of imagination, a bit of creativity, and a bit of know-how. Alright, now you see it all the time guys, people complaining about ad spend, and a lot of the time it does come down to targeting and a lot of other things, but a lot of the time it's also your creative. Now Facebook lately, and as you've seen with the new algorithm updates and stuff, they're really cracking down on people who are drop shipping and businesses that are just polluting people's news feeds. Now, the big businesses are still doing completely fine because they've got professional marketers and stuff. They know what they're doing. But what you're seeing is a lot of these people, they're getting into e-commerce and they're drop shipping and putting out really bad content. It either looks really dodgy, so some of them, their websites are bad enough, but then their ads are even worse. Now that might not be your fault, all right? It just comes down to an education thing, all right? And we're not all creative. So I'm going to try and teach you in this video how you can be a little bit more creative and you can think like a consumer thinks. Alright, now the first thing you want to do when it comes to advertising guys, in the newsfeed, when people are scrolling on their mobile phones, you want to take up as much real estate as you can. Alright, I see a lot of people, they're running short little video ads and they're not using the full square width that they're able to use. The 1200 by 1200 square, that takes up the whole screen. A lot of people are running these really thin video ads or slideshows, whatever it might be, or images. And what you want to do guys is you want to take up as much real estate as you can. Now looking on the screen here, we have Canva open. So we have all these sorts of things. We have the social graphic presentation, social media posts, documents, blogging and ebooks, marketing materials. So all these kind of templates that we can use. We even have an ads template specifically designed for Facebook. Now what we want to do guys, like I said, we want to take up as much real estate as we can. So we're actually going to use custom dimensions. So up here, and we're going to enter 1200 by 1200 pixels. All right, pixels should already be selected, just 1200 by 1200, and then click design. What that's going to do is going to take you to a new window that looks just like this. All right, now it'll be a blank square, and you'll see this little toolbar on the side. So I'll just give you a little run through of the toolbar now. Nothing too in depth, all right? A lot of it you can kind of figure out by yourself, especially if you're tech savvy. But we can see here that it has all sorts of layouts that we can choose from. All right, there's elements. We have free photos. So you have an array of photos that you can choose from to help with your marketing material. I'll just X out of that. We have grids, frames, shapes. So you've got all sorts of shapes there, guys. Lines, illustrations, icons, charts, and just I love Canva stuff. We won't really worry about that. Another thing we have, guys, is text. Now we have all these awesome fonts that we can choose from. Right? They're already done up. All you need to do is type in what you want to write, essentially. So whatever you want to say, just type it in, and you've got all these types of fonts to choose from. If we keep scrolling down, you can see that there's awesome banners and stuff as well. Right? You've got sale banners, backgrounds. We can just clicking on backgrounds here, guys. There's all these sorts of backgrounds. You can have a cheese background if you wanted, and all these other backgrounds. Now this is completely free, guys. Can you believe it? It's honestly, all you need to do is make an account, just create a Canva account, and it's completely free. Now there are some you need to pay for. If we scroll down, we can see some things are $1 US, so that's how Canva makes its money, or if you want a bigger plan. But I honestly still today just have the free one because I find that it's completely completely fulfills all my needs. Another thing we can do, guys, is we can upload our own images. Now I'm going to get into this very shortly, because what we're going to do is we're going to create an ad from scratch in a matter of minutes. All right, we're going to create an ad probably in just 5 minutes, and it's going to look really, really professional and really awesome. All right, and just back into Elements, if we actually click here, we can type in things, and it's going to bring stuff up. So if we wanted to type in Facebook, we can see here that we have free Facebook logos that we can utilize in our marketing. Another thing here, guys, up this top toolbar, you have transparency. So we can change the transparency of that. So if we wanted to make that one transparent, have this heart behind it, and what we can do, we can click arrange, put this back, and it's going to put that heart behind the Facebook. All right, now you can change your colors up here. You have lots of color choices. You can put in a hex code here, or you move that little bar and this bar up here, and play around with the colors and stuff. A lot like a lot of other Photoshop and stuff like that. A lot of other websites and apps you might have seen before. All right, if you can't see this little white box, I'll just change that background color so you can. All right, I don't know if it might be like my old computer. It had a terrible resolution screen, so I had to actually change the background color to be able to see the edges, because I was putting out content that I thought looked awesome, and then on my phone I'd check it and I'd realize there's a big white space there. So if you do have a really low kind of resolution screen, it's generally good practice to actually have a color in the background, kind of like the pre-coat of paint that you put on. But hopefully you guys can see if you are watching this right now with a low resolution screen. Now what we're going to do, guys, right now is we're going to create an ad in under 10 minutes. All right, I'll try and do it under 10 minutes. I'll have to check back on the time later on. But the time, it'll certainly be less time than it takes for you to find a graphics designer, message them, explain to them exactly what you want, to sell your product, and then have them do it up in their own time, like they do a lot of the time, and send it back to you. All right, that will obviously always take a lot longer than 10 minutes. Now, say you've just found this really hot product and you're excited, you really want to get it out there and start marketing it. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that completely for free. All right, so we have our little backdrop here. So I don't know if you want to go, time starts now, but let's go. All right, so in Aliexpress, what are we going to sell? So I don't know, the thing you can sell, guys, is you want to really connect with your audience, something passionate. People, Harry Potter fans, or Spider-Man fans, or Marvel fans, Captain America, whatever it might be. So we're going to sell something that's Captain America. All right, people love Captain America. The new movies. I think they've been out a while now, but Lots of kids love him. So we're going to type in Captain America. What should we sell? A t-shirt? T-shirt. All right, scrolling down here. All right, that one looks really, really cool, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell that. So I'll click onto that. But first things first, I want a backdrop. So you see it all the time, guys, and this is exactly what I was talking about before when people are advertising on Facebook, and with Facebook really cracking down on dropshippers and stuff, because they're all advertising the same products in the same way. So the average person would get this photo or this product, and put this photo up in an ad with just this boring plain white background. Now it is a really cool shirt, granted. I might almost buy that, and I'm not even a Captain America fan, but it doesn't really grab your attention. Now what we want to do is we want to grab people's attention. We want it, like I said, take up that Facebook real estate. Now big white spaces like this, it's a lot of empty space, so you're not really making use of that real estate on people's news feeds. So what I want to do is I want to go to Google and I want to get a cool Captain America picture for the background. So what I'm going to type in here is Captain America. So I'll type in Captain America. I'm going to click images and it's going to bring up some images. So what I want, guys, is a really cool image. Now what I'm looking for when I'm looking at my images is something that isn't too bright or isn't too flamboyant, that's really going to take away from the product. Like I said, we want the main attention to be on the product itself. This is just going to complement the product with, our product being that t-shirt. So I'm just going to look through here. Let's try and find a cool image. All right, this one is really cool, guys. I really like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this image. All right, this is going to be a perfect backdrop, and I'll show you why in a second. So I just saved that. All right, now I'm going to go back into Canva. So here's my little yellow square. I'm going to upload an image, and I'm going to upload our little Captain America image here. Now you can see it loading in the bottom left. Now the longer or the higher resolution your image is, obviously the longer it generally can take to upload to Canva. But we can see in a matter of seconds that's uploaded. We bring that up and it's a bit too small. All right, we don't want all these, whether it be white, yellow, or different colored spaces in between. So we want to, like I said, take up that Facebook real estate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really stretch this out. And I'm just going to move that to the right. So what I want to do is I'm thinking of putting my shirt about here. All right. So I still want his face to be in it. So I'm going to move it about, I reckon about there. All right. Another thing I want to do, guys, is like I said, we don't want to take too much attention away from the product. So you can imagine with the shirt overlapped onto that, if they're both really bright and in your face, it's going to take a lot of attention away from the shirt. So what I want to do is click the transparency and I want to lighten that a bit. Now I don't want it too light where you can't see him, but I want to really, make it so you can only, not just see him, but like, he's still fairly easy to see, but he's not taking up, too much attention. I could even get away with making him a little bit darker. What do you reckon around that? All right, now we're going to go back to our product, guys. So we want to save this. Now you can't right click and save image like you used to be able to on Aliexpress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot. So I'm just going to run that along the edges and screenshot this picture. Oop, I think I clicked the right mouse. Ruined my screenshot. So I'm just going to run that along there and screenshot. All right, so we have our screenshot. Now, obviously, guys, there's all this white space in our screenshot, so we can't big white square over that Captain America picture that we just put up. And like, what's the point of having a really cool Captain America picture if there's going to be a big, ugly, unprofessional white square? So we want to make that white space transparent. So you just need to go to www.141.lunapic.com. Now, you should be able to find it in Google if you just type in Lunapic, but it's www.141, so no dots, www.141.lunapic.com. And it's going to bring up this website here. Now, there's probably lots of other websites that do this, what I'm about to do. Feel free to leave them in the comments if there's any better ones. I just like this because it's real quick and real easy to use. Now, you can do all this cool stuff with it, like crop image and stuff, but we want just the transparent feature. So you can see down here in the bottom left, I'm going to click transparent. And it's going to bring up this little page here with this cute little penguin that's looking at you. I don't know why they have a penguin, but I don't know, maybe that's their thing. Now I want to choose file. I want to go to my screenshots, and I'm going to upload this Captain America t-shirt. So I'll just upload in there, guys, and there's my Captain America t-shirt screenshot I did before. And what I want to do is I want to make this like a PNG, so it's transparent. So I want to get rid of all this white kind of color there. So I'm going to click that, and you can see now it's gotten rid of all the white. Now what it has done, unfortunately, is gotten rid of some of the white in the star itself, because you can see that there and there's a bit of white, same as here. But that's, no need to worry. I'm going to show you exactly what to do there once we put it onto Canva. But this is perfect, guys. You can see it's got rid of all that white around the edge, and it looks really cool, almost 3D-like. So what I want to do, you can also change the transparency if you want more or less, but I'm just going to leave it at how it is, and I'm going to click Apply Threshold. So it's going to process it, and it's going to create it into a PNG image. So I'm just going to save that as 3. All right, so that should be saved now. So back into our Canva, and I want to upload image, downloads, number 3, and paste that. So you can see it now, it's loading in here, so just wait for that little green bar to kind of go across. And there we have it. So how cool does that look so far? Obviously we have that big space in the star, but I'm going to get to that really shortly. I might even move Mr. Captain America across a bit more, so the shirt's not in the way of his face. Alright, I think that looks really, really cool, guys. It's a really engaging and compelling professional looking ad so far, but we're going to make it even better. We're going to get rid of all this ugly white space. Now, generally you would have had to pay a graphics designer and then have to go and cut along the edges, and they're going to take ages to do this. Look how quick we just made that transparent into a PNG image, and we've got a really cool looking ad coming along. So what we're going to do is we're going to go click Shapes. We'll click that circle. We're going to drag it across over that star. And then I'm going to go Arrange and click Back. And what that's going to do is it's going to put it behind. Now it looks like brand new again, guys. You can see that there, we can see there's some transparent spots still in here, but that star has completely been filled out now. So then what we're going to do is I might grab a square this time, put it over these white spots, same, Arrange and Back. And we'll just cover up these last little spots near the sleeves. So you can adjust it any size you want. Arrange, Back. Arrange and Back. And there we have it, guys. You can add text if you want. Alright, so you can click text. If you wanted, you could put one of these sale banners on. If you wanted to say, for example, get a big bright sale banner, 50% off. Now, Facebook is a Nazi when it comes to text. Even if you don't have that much text, they can say your image has too much text. So I'd recommend actually putting all your text just in the copy itself. All right, whatever you want to do, whether it's 50% off and stuff, make sure you use lots of emojis. Emojis are really, really important and can help a lot in advertising. But you just want this, a really compelling image that's going to really relate with your customers, whether they be Captain America fans or whatever. But you can see, I don't know, you could see how quick that was. All right, imagine how quick, by now you probably would have just finished typing up your message to your graphics designer to explain that you want, this t-shirt with a cool Captain America background. It took us probably, 5-10 minutes, and we have this awesome looking, clean image of a Captain America shirt with Captain America in the background. Now, obviously, I just did this as an example, guys. Be careful with copyright and stuff. You don't want to infringe on anyone's copyright, otherwise you can get in more trouble than you wanted to in the first place. But it's just an example, guys. You can do this with anything. If you had a little cat bracelet or a cat, a dog collar or a cat, collar or something like that, that might be, have a really cool quote in it. You can get a really adorable picture of a cat with its big cute eyes and have that picture over the top. So you can see, now your imagination is sparking. Just always try and underlap your product with an image behind it. All right, so I really, really hope that helps, guys. This will probably, honestly, be one of the most valuable things you can learn when it comes to creative design. And now you can design your own ads completely for free within a matter of minutes. Now all you need to do is just launch your ad and put that up there and test it out. You haven't wasted money on a graphics designer for a product that might not actually sell. All right, so I really, really hope that helps, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. And before I go, if you're not in our Facebook group, make sure you join it. It's Mark Peterson - Ecom Blueprint. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao.